Hi there, welcome to Frugal Phone. I hope you're having a fantastic frugal week and enjoying springtime, which has finally arrived. So today's video is a continuation really of last time. It's the part where I'd been shopping, and then today I'm going to show you the bulk shop for April. So some of it was bought in person, some of it was bought online, and then I'll show you what the categories are that these things fall into, if it's food or sinking funds or household, etc, etc. And I'm going to also break down how that looks in my budget, excuse me, for the month of April so far. I say so far, it's still right at the beginning of April, but other than food bank items and maybe more milks, I'm hopefully not going to need to buy much else. Hopefully it will just be like a wee bit of spending within the sinking funds maybe, but hopefully not much other food will need to be bought, because if you see the last video you'll see that I completed a menu plan for April, and based on the food items that I've picked up yesterday, it should be enough to cover April. I don't see me really needing to buy any other food. I would like to buy some salad items because pretty much all my fruit and veg, apart from a few tins, is all frozen at the moment, just mainly to use it up. And then in future months I will be having more salads and fresh vegetables and fruit. I think that's important for balance, but deliberately not really been doing that to try and use up stuff that I've already got in the freezer. But I may pick up some bags of spinach or something just to try and add a bit of extra vitamins and greenery. I think that's important. So I'm going to be probably sniffly today and not feeling great actually. As you can see behind me, it's a bit of a riot. It's morning for me, so I'll say this morning it's a bit of a riot because got home, unloaded the shopping, got the shopping delivered, didn't feel so good, thought I'll go for a lie down, and here we are today. And I think I'm getting a cold. I've got a cold at least, or maybe something else, hopefully nothing else or nothing more, but definitely feel as if I've got a sinus cold going on anyways. I'm sure you know that feeling, so yeah, sorry for the sniffling. But anyway, let's have a look at the shopping. First of all, we've got the things that were picked up in the shops. So, right, so let's see. Now these were needs. The milks were needs. What else here was needs? 2 of these tins of chopped tomatoes were needs. They were things that... Ow! Sorry. Oh, they were things that are part of the menu. And that's it. Everything else is either wants or... Oh no, and that's... Well, no, that's... yeah, that is a need, but not yet. So everything else... These are to stock up. To stock up. They're to stock up. And these. That's nut butter, peanut butter. Asda's version of Marmite. Miss Bella Bea's cat litter. So I have a separate, excuse me, so sorry. I have a separate budget for Bella's things because she's not on a low or no spend year. So I want her to have all the things that she would usually enjoy and be a pampered puss. So not that having cat litter makes her a pampered puss, but you know, I'll not budget any differently for my girl, because just because I'm trying to be frugal doesn't mean she needs to be a frugal feline. So anyway, so that's her litter, but her litter bin's already full, so I'm probably not going to need this till May. But it's good to stock up in advance. Stocking up on these, which is probably good given that I've woken up with some kind of head cold thing. The garlic, well, the garlic's going to be a need later in the month, so I'll put it with these. That's to stock up because that's needed. But it will be needed. Oh my god. Bear with me. It will be needed, but it's I do have some in the cupboard, but there's not a lot. So this is something that helps me with my hair because my hair is very dry. So that's a stock up as well. This and this are treat of the week, alcohol-free beers. Still trying to find a great alcohol-free beer. So far, you get 4 bottles of this for £3, which I think is a great price. It's better than any that I've tried so far, but I'm always open to ideas if anyone knows of any good alcohol-free beers they recommend. So the rest of this, I did eat a few last night, but the rest of them are going to be for a movie night during the week at some point. And then this is just because it's good to pick up reduced price things and freeze them if you can kind of see a purpose. So the rolls are great because a couple of rolls are going to get used tonight for a different dinner. It's going to be open rolls with using up that avocado in the fridge. Some fried egg avocado. They say that's a millennial thing, liking avocado toast, don't they? So now this will sound gross, but avocado and Marmite go together so well. That probably sounds disgusting, but try it. If you're curious, try it. I recommend it. So yeah, avocado, egg, and maybe some beans when open rolls. 2 wee seconds. And then also meals have been modified on the menu to have homemade soup instead with rolls or bread. So this bread was, now that was from B&M 20p, which I think is very, very good. And this was only 61p for this reduced loaf. So there are some food bags that I reuse and separate the slices and freeze. So it's portioned out. It's a handy thing to have in the freezer as a standby. If there's a meal and it's on the menu and I'm on track with my budget but really, really hungry and don't have anything else to curb the hunger, then a couple of slices of toast can do the job, and it can keep me on track. So it's a good thing to have there. So anyway, yeah, so most of this is stock up. This is toiletries. I'll show you on the sheet as well in a wee minute. This is household. So that was what was bought. Oh, and there was one thing in my sort of fun money that was bought. This rather cute mug, Hello Spring, with the Easter bunny. I know Easter's past, but spring is here for a good while, and it's such a sweet mug. So mugs are always a useful thing. Should have been £4.50, but it was reduced to £2.50, which I think is really reasonable. And it's really lovely. Spring is my favourite season, so that will be something that gets put to very good use. And it's been budgeted for in my £15 treats fund. So there's £12.50 remaining for the treats fund. Now let's go round to the online shopping. So first of all, Madame Bella. Oh, she knows. Hello, you. She's telling me it's time to play, but I need more coffee first, Belle. So these are for her. They'll last her a good long while. They're very heavy, obviously, 12 tins. So I get them delivered and it just makes life so much easier. So again, there's a separate fund for Miss Bella's stuff. This is a stock up thing whenever my mum visits, or there's one or two friends if they visit who like this in their cup of tea. Scottish blend, of course, and then the skim milk powder, but that will last a long time. It's a really good standby to have in the cupboard. And then these are things for stocking up that it's just good to always make sure that there's a supply, but that'll see me well through to the end of April and beyond, hopefully. The rice, again, these are things to stock up. They're going to be on the menu at various points, but there'll still be plenty left over of these carbs at the end of the month. Same with the eggs. Good protein source. I think there'll be about 4 left. But with the date, I may end up doing something like batch cooking some pancakes and freezing those. Maybe I'll buy some bananas and make a batch of banana pancakes and freeze them. Excuse me. If you would like a video about making banana pancakes, let me know and I'll do it, and I can freeze them, because otherwise if the eggs spoil, then that's not good. Don't want food poisoning. So the risotto rice, that'll be getting used as part of the menu, but again, there'll be some left. These spaghetti hoops are good to have in the cupboard. I think 2 are on the menu and 2 will be to stock up. The tinned tomatoes are on the menu. 1 of these and 2 beans in the cupboard are on the menu, so there'll be some in the cupboard for May. And then this is just ongoing, having supply of milk. So there's the soya milk here, and there's these oat and soya milks here. Forgot to tell you about these. So this is Easter pasta. Wasn't expecting to buy a load of pasta because there was this pasta bought with the online shopping. But when I was in Lidl, they had this Easter pasta, springtime pasta, and it was, I think, half price. It was about 60p. I'll check and I'll let you know, 2 seconds. 59p a bag, which is really great value. So I thought, well, I'll get it and stock up. It keeps. It's not going to go to waste. It's a very handy thing to have in the cupboard, because if you've got tinned tomatoes, some frozen veggies and some pasta, it's really easy to make a quick, cheap meal. If the cupboards are a bit bare, it's always a great standby. So that was a good deal. So that's everything. So next I'll get the sheet and we can have a look at what's been spent in April's budget so far. Oh, but first of all though, I'll put away the shopping. Just get the place a bit tidier first. Also, so just to also include a few other things I'd forgotten to mention. So this was part of household that you saw, but also, these were part of household with the online shopping. They're to stock up, and the toilet rolls. Good value for money, these. I think it's about £3.60 for 9, which is pretty reasonable compared to the price of some of the others. And they're fine, the quality's fine. And then the toiletries, you saw the hair mask, but also some body spray at the online shop. And then the other thing, this is part of the essentials. This will probably come out of the essentials stock up fund. Unfortunately not cheap. I think it was something like £18, which to me is just, really don't like to be spending that much. But it's rechargeable, so it should mean I don't ever have to waste money on AA batteries again, I hope. I had bought I think it was a Panasonic charger a while back, which was much cheaper than this Energizer one, but all my rechargeable batteries were Energizer. So whenever I use the Panasonic with the Energizer batteries, they aren't powerful enough to do what I need them to do. And I need to have a supply of AA batteries charged because Bella's pet feeder, Bella's radio, and my white noise machine and my keyboard all require AA batteries. So I've just bitten the bullet and thought, gonna just get it, only need to get it once, and then that's it. Hopefully I'm not gonna need to spend money on AA batteries ever again now. Here's hoping. Won't be impressed if even using this, they're not powerful enough for the things I need them for, but we'll see. It should be fine. It does say in the description that they can be used for lots of purposes, so I'm hoping this will have been a good investment. So far I've spent nothing on the food bank. Household and cleaning I've spent $9.98, so that's included tin foil, kitchen rolls, washing up liquid, toilet rolls, food recycling bags and bin bags. Toiletries and medicines has come to £3.34 for a hair mask, paracetamol, ibuprofen and some deodorant spray. And then food has come to £46.06. So that was the online shopping, a little shop, and two Asda shops and a B&M shop. So B&M 20p, 30p Asda, and then on this page, excuse me, Asda online was £24.84, £14.03 Lidl, and £6.69 Asda. So in total so far £59.38. So next week, rather than having £27.50 budget, I won't spend anything. And then in week 3, I will spend £4.38 less than normal. So it will be £23.12 available for food, etc. in week 3, and my usual £27.50 in week 4. Hang on, I'll just get the sinking funds up too. This is a wee summary of the sinking funds. So I haven't spent anything in the social or the day trips budgets yet for the sinking funds, so there's still the full allowance left. Research and studies, I bought a couple of bookmarks, so I've got a balance of £6.72 left, and nothing left for the allotment because the £10 allotment allowance has been put towards the bill. Essentials and stock up fund, I have bought a tin opener, nail brushes and a rechargeable battery pack. So I have nothing to carry forward. That's the whole balance for the month used. Fun money, I have bought a mug and I have bought a couple of cute ceramic birds and a jacket. So I've used up my balance for that. And I've bought dog treats for £2.40, so there's still some money left for Christmas and birthdays spending. Small holiday fund and vets fund, I've saved money but not spent any. So that's how it's looking for April so far. I don't imagine spending very much now for the rest of the month, which is great. I'll probably just spend a bit when I have a day out at some point, catching up with friends or something. I'll probably end up using social and day trip sinking funds at that point. And I'll keep it within the limits as far as possible. And watch this space because there'll be a video about how to socialise on a tight budget, and that will help explore ways to keep within those sinking funds. And then also later in the month I'll come back with another video about what purchases have been made and their costs. But I'm hoping there's not going to be very much food shopping needed now because with the menu being done and everything, as I've mentioned before, it's pretty much taken care of, which is great. So I think that's just about it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that this has been useful. I hope it helps to see the different categories broken down, and looking forward to seeing you for the next video. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your week. Bye.